So guys, we're 1 week into the NFL season, and I want to highlight a player near and dear to my heart. He's a Philadelphia Eagle, and it's Jordan Davis. Guys, it's Max from MJC Sports. You know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe on the video. But let's get into it right away. Davis stepped up even before the season started, guys. This is a guy who came out of the draft at 6'6", 340 pounds, and at times his weight got even higher. He really worked on redefining his body. He lost 30 pounds. He came into camp at the lightest he's been at 330, and I have to say, he looks like a completely different guy. I could go on, but seriously, just look at these pictures. It's a different dude. And guys, just to add one more thing to this transformation, the Eagles just won a Super Bowl. This guy could have got content with his role, but no, he wasn't satisfied. He had to figure out how to get better as a player. And he has. It's already shown through 1 week of the season. And when the Eagles drafted him, they wanted him to be the next dominant defensive tackle. And while he's been okay to solid, he hasn't been that. And to make things a little bit worse, they drafted Jalen Carter, who is that guy, and it kind of made Jordan Davis take a back seat. And going into week 1, obviously I thought like everyone else it'd be the Jalen Carter show and you might see some flash plays from Jordan Davis, but we all know what happened week 1. Jalen Carter gets kicked out before his snap happens, and then Jordan Davis plays, honestly, his best game as an Eagle. And before we get into the film, just know guys, he played 54 snaps week 1. That's more than he played at any game last year. And guys, this is just proof that he's in the best shape of his career, and it's only week 1. It's just going to get better as the season goes on. Now, before we get into the 2025 film, I just want to show you one play from last year, and this play is pretty much a baseline of what Jordan Davis has done in his NFL career. The Eagles are playing the Giants. Jordan Davis is going to get a one-on-one with one of the offensive linemen, and we know the Giants O-line is bad. And just kind of look what he does. He's going to just try to bull him over, just win with strength, and there's like no flexibility. You can see how big he is, how slow he is. He doesn't have the burst that a lot of great pass rushing defensive tackles have. And this is what he does. He's going to push him back, and he's going to kind of sputter out and do nothing. It's not a horrible play. It's just not like an above average play. It's not a play you expect when you draft a guy in the first round. This play shows what we like come to expect from him. It's like we just want more. Like there's a million of these plays throughout the last year, and there's only a couple splash plays. But in week 1, there was a lot more splash than we were used to seeing. I want to highlight a few plays, and I'm not trying to say Jordan Davis was dominant like Aaron Donald the whole game. And were there some plays he lost? Yes. But there was some really good signs of improvement. Things you could take away, things to be like, damn, this is the guy I saw in Georgia. The first play I want to talk about, guys, it's from Dallas' second drive. It's 2nd and 7. The Cowboys are going to drop into a play action pass, and I just want you to watch what Jordan Davis does. First off, look how much quicker he's getting out of his stance, and look how quickly he pushes Cooper Beebe back into the lap of Dak Prescott. And right here, this is the difference in the year. Instead of just continuing to push Beebe back, he's actually going to use his hands. He's going to rip past him and push Dak off his spot. And this is what's different, guys. This is what we've been talking about. Instead of just stalling out and pushing him back and just losing momentum, he's going to rip his hands through and get past him. Like, you don't see that last year. And just in one game, you see it multiple times. So he's going to rip past Beebe. He's going to push Dak off his spot. And that's a great play. He easily could have had a sack. These are the type of plays you expect when you draft a guy high in the first round. And then, guys, we're going to move on to the second play. And it's kind of similar to the first play. But Jordan Davis really should have had a sack right here. Like, this is straight up Georgia Davis. He's going to bull Cooper. He's going to rip through him again. And like, I don't understand how he missed Dak right here. Like, you got to work on the wrap up. But honestly, it's a great play. It showed off the power, the strength, and that quickness. It wasn't there last year, and the flexibility just to kind of turn that corner. Like sometimes with defensive tackles, you think, oh, I want the biggest MF'er. But sometimes you need a guy who can kind of get small through like these spaces and just get through the cracks. And that's what he did right here. No pun intended for the weight loss, but he really got skinny on this play and in the offseason. Now, I love these two plays, but my favorite is this third play I'm going to show you guys. This is 34 snaps in for Jordan Davis. This is pretty much a ball game for him last year. He's going to play 20 more snaps compared to this. And guys, this is Tyler Smith we're talking about. This is an all-pro guard, one of the best guards in football. Now, this is where I talk about his rare physical traits. He is going to get out of his stance, and he is going to push him so far back into Dak's lap where he ruins the whole play. He ruined the whole play by himself. He's not going to get the sack, but he's going to get his big paw up and bat the ball down. Guys, this is Tyler Smith. I know I've said it a million times already. This is a rare play. You don't see Tyler Smith get pushed around like this a lot, if ever. And I know people are going to say it's week 1, it's the Cowboys, it's Philly, whatever. Dude, Jordan Davis is a man. He's a grown-ass man. I know he lost 30 pounds, but his strength is still through the roof. And with the added quickness, I really like what I've seen. Simply put, guys, he wasn't making plays like this on one-on-ones last year. Sure, he'd had a couple quick ones where he win a rep, but to beat Tyler Smith, that's something I would never imagine Jordan Davis could do one-on-one. And I know people are going to say, well, it's just one rep, but it just shows 35 plays in, 34 plays in. He still had gas in the tank. He's going to play 20 more snaps. I'm just really excited by what I saw. And we got to factor in one more big thing. If Jalen Carter's here, he could have had even a better game, because all that attention Jalen Carter sees on a week-in and week-in basis, it was directed at other guys on the line. Like, guys, Jordan Davis is not going to be the best defensive tackle on this team. It's going to be Jalen Carter. But if I get my second defensive tackle playing like Jordan Davis did opening night, it's going to be huge for the Eagles, because they already lost Milton Williams. We know how good he was for us last year. This is big. This is all the signs you want to see of a guy who's not only improving, but putting in the hard work. He's always been a great teammate. He's always been a great guy. But now he looks like he's going to become a great player. And that's something the Eagles desperately need. Guys, I'm Max with MJC Sports. I appreciate you watching the video. Let me know if I'm just being an Eagles homer, if I'm just being a freaking Philly Green Hayes bias, whatever you want to say. Comment down below. Watch the video. Like it. Do whatever. I appreciate you guys. I'm out.